never, that's the crazy thing. It's like she's never been put in a bad light. But of course a man is going to embarrass her.
That's why, to me, I feel like if the opportunity is presented, honestly, I feel like a man would cheat. Like men cheat on women regardless of how they look, how much they have. Like, what makes a cheater? And do they always cheat? Or have you even cheated? Let's get into it.
Hey guys, and welcome back. My name is Nas.
And my name is Ronnie.
And we are
New Girls on the Block. This week we're going to be getting into a lot of good topics, so please continue to listen. So first we're going to be getting into our tea time.
Yes, the tea of the week and the things we collected throughout the week. So the first thing, and it's the most recent thing, and that is Rihanna. It's some speculations that she's doing the Super Bowl this year.
Yes, I think it's pretty much confirmed.
Yeah,
she's posted it on her page.
It's nothing else the football can mean.
Yes, really. She posted her holding the football, and we all know up and coming February, Black History Month football season is going to be the Super Bowl, and Rihanna will be making a comeback. Ooh. I'm so happy.
I'm excited. I am hopeful that this means a new album, finally.
I think it is.
How long
think
have we
usually
been waiting?
Like years.
Girl,
like at least
it was
2 to 3 years.
Girl, no, that was 2016. That was 6 years ago.
It's been 6 years?
Well, I know she released like some songs with, I know she did the song.
Lemon.
Yeah. Well,
that don't count though.
It don't, but yeah. It's been 6 years since the album, I believe.
Well,
I believe it came out 2016.
Things happen.
Yeah.
She hasn't just been sitting around. She's been
I'm
building
sure.
empires.
And I cannot wait. Because I'm tired of listening to the same Anti over and over and over. Because I still do. I just listened to it the other day, you know. I need new.
It's still good though.
It is great.
But we need some new.
Yeah.
Some new RiRi.
We really do. And I'm excited. I really hope. And I hope. I'm just going to throw it out there. I hope this means Frank Ocean, where you at? I hope this kind of kicks him up. You know, to start.
Stars him to get back in it.
Just get back. You know, Rihanna doing it. You should do it. Let's just get some new.
Hopefully,
new from the greats.
We're gonna manifest it.
We're gonna manifest
Frank and RiRi coming back for 2023.
Yes, I agree. Let's
y'all heard it here first.
Y'all heard it here first. New album from Frank Ocean. New album for Rihanna. Yep.
I'm so excited. I feel like she's gonna kill the Super Bowl. Like the Super Bowl is usually so iconic.
I know, it really is. And even last year with Snoop Dogg and that was
Dre.
So good. Like that's the only part. Of course, I'm not a football fan. I'm not even gonna count.
Yeah, I literally only watched the halftime show.
Yeah, I same. I skipped everything else, but I was like, let me tune in for the halftime show because that was iconic, especially living in LA. I don't know if you remember how the whole setup was.
Yeah, it was like LA centric, Compton Central. They was representing everybody. They even have dancers from LA.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I loved it. That's like iconic. So I know this year Rihanna.
She gonna kill it.
She gonna kill it for sure.
And hopefully her little baby gonna be on the side.
Imagine she show off her baby.
Yes. I'm excited.
I am too.
Yes.
I'm excited for that. So that's the first little tea.
So from good news, we gonna move on to a little bad news or
a little annoying news. It's annoying for sure. And that is
the baby.
Yeah. And his new music that I'm gonna be honest, I did not listen to. But it's speculations that he said in his songs that he slept with Meg, slept with her, and I don't know.
Specifically 2 days before she got shot. He made that clear.
Yeah, 2 days before Tory Lanez shot her, he supposedly slept with her.
So I'm gonna be the first to say it. I just think it's lame. I think it's so lame when guys like try to bring up who they slept with. Like what happened to Keep It a Player? Like none of these guys know how to keep a player no more. And honestly, I feel like because people are not really. I don't know nobody who just bumped the baby in their car. But sorry to the man if y'all do, but we're not doing that over here.
No.
And I honestly feel like he just did it for clout points.
I definitely agree. He definitely just had to say something just so he could get his views up because his tour got basically canceled because he only sold 500 tickets.
That's fucking crazy.
It is, and it sucks because at first, like when he first came out, I was like, wow, he has this new style, like it's something we never heard before. He was a good artist, and then all the scandals, all the craziness started popping up. He just started being like a menace. Basically, I
feel like he start focusing on the stunts more than the music, and now nobody paying attention to music, and that's what's supposed to keep you relevant as an artist. Like you was worried about your baby mamas, like fighting everybody, doing everything else but making hits.
Hitting women. Do you remember him doing that? Like he hit one of his fans.
Did he slap somebody in the face
for putting a light in his face and then try to say sorry? Like, no, I don't condone him. I don't even like this whole thing about Meg. Like, who? Even if it's true, who cares? At this point, that's old news. You trying to? This woman is happy. She in a relationship. She with her man. Now you trying to say some stuff that don't even matter. Even if it was like, keep that to yourself. Like
it's given very much bothered. It's very much press.
He's seeing that how big she is now and how successful she is. Happy relationship. He just trying to tear a woman down. Because he wasn't even for her. Like, do you remember the whole scandal of her getting shot and how he didn't like
speak on the internet then?
Yeah, and he was like they were making
linked up with
yeah, that's what it was.
Maybe it's like a short man syndrome.
That's
like short man link up, short man connect.
Hey, obviously it's some screws loose or some screws missing in both of them because I just like how are y'all both just
lame
and just like
Megan, you gotta do better, girl, cause
yeah, I mean hopefully Hardy is the one for her,
and he seemed a lot different from the
two. But these two, like, girl, maybe she was having a hot girl summer.
Yes, I think she was having a hot girl summer, and some of the players who was on the team thought they was gonna be coach, thought they was gonna be MVP, and they got left on the bench.
Good.
So now they mad.
As they should. Like, they should have got left, and now it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing for them. Like, it's really nothing that they could say to guys.
It's like air.
Yeah, literally. Like, who cares? Okay, you did that, so
next.
Like, and he's trying to give views for that on his song, and it's just not right. And I feel like he just need to do better. And if he probably, I don't know if he could get out of his funk that he in, but hey. If he can, whatever.
Good luck to him. We support black men over here.
We do, but if you not supporting black women and antagonizing black women and just being a menace to society, no. Like
we ain't got nothing for you.
I don't. At this time, no. I'm not. I'm not even going. I don't even know what the song name is. I just seen the speculations, but overall,
It's a no for you.
It's a no for me.
It's a no for me, dog. In the words of Randy Jackson.
In the words of Randy, it's a no. So, next caller, let's move on to the next topic.
So, our next topic, we're going to be getting into the Kardashians.
Yes.
Like, I know you've been seeing, they've been getting a new look, to say the least.
Yeah, a drastic new look. And I feel like they're just, embracing their white side now,
which is a good thing.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
What the people, they've listened to the people.
Yeah.
We've been asking for them to stop cosplaying as black women.
Yes,
and I feel like they finally heard our cries. Like
that, and hey, maybe they're just
over it.
Maybe they're just seeing what's hot. Now in the
it ain't hot no more.
It ain't hot no more.
Or maybe they like juiced everything they can out of it.
Yeah, so let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's get into it in a deeper sense. So, it's speculations online saying that Kim K got a boob reduction.
Okay.
And she's way skinnier than what she was before. She's like really skinny. Her chest is flat and different. So, what do you feel? Do you feel like she got a boob reduction?
Well, the pictures I've been seeing, it looks like not only has she gotten a boob reduction, but her whole frame just looks skinnier to me. Like, the cakes that was there, the famous BBL body, it doesn't seem to be doing the same thing anymore.
Yeah.
She's definitely giving 90s, very skinny, very chic supermodel look. That wasn't always associated with black women. It was associated with white men women for a long time. That's why it was super crazy when she came onto the scene and was like hella curvy. But I don't know. I feel like since she left Kanye, she's been embracing a very different look. She's been dating a different kind of guy.
Yeah.
Even her hair is like blonde now. And I just feel like, I don't know, like, is she done with the urban community? Like, I know we definitely helped make her a billionaire, but at this point, I don't know. It just seemed like she got everything she could get out of us. Yeah. And now she's moving on to the next hot thing.
Yeah, I agree. Just by seeing her on social media and seeing the drastic change in her appearance and her style and her basically like her Instagram posts even seem different now. Like if I looked on her Instagram and I seen that now she's like posing for a designer, I believe it's Balenciaga, like she's doing a shoot with them and different shoots, and now it's nothing wrong with that, but the style of the photos and the people that she's with, like complete white women, like blonde hair, blue eyes, and it's just seeming like she's separating herself from black culture and rebranding herself as this, basically what she is, this Caucasian woman. And I feel like the whole stigma between her and like Kanye, and even like we're gonna talk about even Khloe Kardashian, like now we see her with a white woman.
I'm surprised because she was, I heard that clip and she was like, she don't care if they date the N words with the ER at the ends, or the, what'd she say, the A, they bleeped it out, but she was definitely saying, we nigga lovers, you can find a video. And she was very much giving proud white woman to be dating a nigga. Ooh. And I don't know, like the internet dragged her for that, but now that she's dating within her race, it almost like, it's nothing wrong with dating inside or outside of your race. Like we're in LA, like we've been exposed to it for our whole lives. Yeah. But I for one think it's kind of weird when you make it like, I only date this race and not this race, especially when you're a part of the race that you're secluding out. I think it gets a little weird and a little fetish to me.
I agree. Like throughout all of this, seeing that, seeing the Kim Kardashians and how they grew and how throughout it all, there was white, well, I'm not white, but black men. How Kim K was kind of like the star, her and Ray J. I don't know if that was her first black boyfriend, whatever, but that was even a marketing tool. Like that sparked her whole career, really. So her hooking up or making a tape with Ray J, and then her getting her show, her dating these multiple black guys, getting BBLs, curvy body like a black, because hey, just being real, that body type is predominantly in a black woman, like it's they knew. So by them changing and dating only black men, it shows something. Like they knew what black,
and even if you get into like the marketing dynamics of it, they're known to steal from like black creators, like. People credit Kanye for even making Kim's look pop off. Like, let's be honest. Like, Kim, she was that girl, but she wasn't really a fashion girl before Kanye married her. She was never on the cover of Vogue. I remember that being a big thing. Wow. And he got her kind of, a black man kind of put her in the place to make these kind of moves. So I don't know if people could look at it as her using him. Because it kind of, she got her babies. Yeah. Her career skyrocketed. He, even recently I seen an interview where she said basically he created the whole concept behind Skims. Wow. Like she had like a certain direction she wanted to go into, and he was like, no, like you guys need to do this, ABC. She said he's like her little ghost designer or her ghost producer. And so and that's like her main thing right now. So it's like, it's kind of like from the optics, it's looking like you took everything you could out of the situation. Kanye's not in the picture no more. He's not styling you. You're not going to hold the same weight in the same spaces. So what's the next best thing?
Yeah. And I totally agree. And I feel like being that Kanye was going on, his rants and stuff, and people labeling him as crazy or this and that, it's like they're like, okay, ooh, we kind of fumbled. Now let's see what's the next.
Yeah.
So let's try something different. Let's try a new scene. And Kim started dating Pete. Well, Courtney is always, she was into, white men always. Like, that's her. Not saying just into them, but that's who she
historically dated.
Yeah, historically dated is white men. And now she's with Travis. And I feel like that kind of sparked the trend of the next couple, like, guys that they start, like, being interested in. Because then Kim wanted to date Pete.
Because it's a very specific type of white guy that they're dating. It's very specific. Even with them hanging out with Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Like, it's a very weird. Specific look that they're going for and a very specific crowd they're trying to tap into.
Yeah, and the whole thing, even if that was something that they like to do, and even if that's, like, who they want to date, that's fine. But the marketing of it, and I feel like since they market it and capitalize off of their building black families with a black man and having black kids, they see that that's not in the trend anymore, and see that that's like, oh, now we got to change up our style. Kim K lost all that weight, slimmed down, boob reduction. If we, hey, allegedly, she got a boob reduction, and obviously her body is different, and obviously her look is different than what it's been.
From what I've seen, allegedly, even when you lose weight, logically, if something is implanted in you, the fat around the implants will dissolve, but the implants shouldn't shrink because there's something that is naturally not a part of your body. Yeah. So even if she was losing weight, it would seem logically like she would still have the same size as her implants. Yeah. But if the whole body is decreasing, it would seem like the implants are also decreasing or being removed. I don't know. Yeah, we don't know for sure, but hey, the speculations are going around. That's what they're saying. And hey, obviously when you look at the pictures, you're going to see a drastic difference in what she looked like. Not even too long ago. It was kind of like, okay, this is a big difference in your whole shape. Yeah. Too fast. And I think it's kind of crazy because as they change their look, like the guys that they have historically dated are kind of being painted as like this, like people that we shouldn't support in the media. Kanye's been painted as somebody who's kind of just crazy. He's always going on rants. Tristan, even though he's been known as a cheater, he cheated on his girlfriend to even get with Chloe. Yeah, he has been labeled like the worst guy in the world because he's a cheater, even though the person with him is staying through multiple kids, multiple cheating scandals. They're staying, and anytime they're asked why they stay, it's always about the children. So it will always almost seem to me like, okay, I got the children I wanted. From Chloe to Kim, even to Courtney with Scott. Like, it's like they kind of get their kids, they get what they want, and then they dip to what's popping. Yeah, I agree. I feel like, especially we could get into Chloe and Tristan, that whole situation, because the way she got Tristan was basically the way she's getting treated now. He was with his wife, or I don't know if they were married. His partner just had a baby, and then she snuck her way in, and I don't know who, maybe, whatever. We know Tristan is a cheater, obviously. So he found his way out. Yeah. So it's just crazy to see that I don't know what made her think, and what will make anybody think that being that you got him through him cheating on his girlfriend with you think that that's not going to happen to you. Like,
Yeah.
Maybe they thought it was because they was a Kardashian.
Yeah, and that's...
And his girlfriend was a black woman.
Yeah, so maybe it was some type of power play. They felt like, oh, I got him from there, you know, like. But now look, you're in a situation. Yeah, and it's embarrassing, you know, like. I just feel like
I get sick of hearing embarrassment for her.
Yeah, like what this man. You should have more, like, you know, you're a Kardashian. You know you have better. Yeah.
And even outside of your titles, if you're a woman and you're just constantly being cheated on, just dragged through the mud, like, at what point is enough? Like, stand up.
Yeah, stand up. Stand up. I totally agree. I feel like that whole situation is crazy, and then she just recently had another baby with him, but now she's moving on the trend, the white man train, and she's dating this, well, supposedly, allegedly, we don't know for sure if they're like in a relationship or whatever, but they were looking cozy in a
he looked good.
He do. I'm not even gonna cap. He looked good.
Yeah. And she just have her second baby with
Tristan? But Tristan was, it was a surrogate, and she said that they decided on this before his newest scandal.
Oh yeah, he had another baby on her. Huh?
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, so this whole surrogate happened before, you know, she knew about it, but she knew about all the other stuff. So it's like, I get you wanted to have, you know, your kids with the same person, but yeah, like, when is enough? You know, that's like, I don't get it.
I don't know. Cheating is crazy.
It is.
All I'm gonna say is justice for Jordan.
Oh yeah,
justice for Jordan, because they dragged that girl across the mud.
But now
just
look at her.
Him to continue to cheat.
Yeah, like
him continue to have another baby, and they didn't have none of the smoke for any of the other women. Like, why Jordan?
And he is the one who preyed on her. That's the craziest thing. And it just, like, imagine that, like, him being the one to do that to her, and you're jumping the gun at this young girl. Yeah. Like, she was
in her, like, early 20s.
Early 20s. I think they were like 20, 21ish. I don't know the exact age, but I know it was early 20s, and like, she was crying. Like, I know she was crying about it, just like.
And they were just bullying her.
Yeah,
all of the sisters.
But look who up now. She with her man. She's enjoying her life. Like, and her relationship is so beautiful, and just. Like, it just shows, like, who was in the wrong.
Yeah.
Really. Like, who was the negative one about this? Because, hey, now look at her life. She's
booming.
Yeah, she is. Booming. And it's just, I just feel like it's embarrassing. Like, you doing all this over a man who is still going to do the same thing he did to you that he did to previous women, and going to continue to do it. I don't know what made her think he was changing or what, but...
So at this point, we already got to figure out that Tristan's gonna cheat on Chloe. But all in all, like, as a transition to our next segment, do you think that all men cheat? Like, is it just a power dynamic thing? Like, do men cheat on women regardless of how they look, how much they have? Like, what makes a cheater, and do they always cheat? Or have you even cheated? Let's get into it.
Let's get into the nitty gritty. So, the first portion of it. I wouldn't say that all men cheat. I wanna be gracious. I wanna say that depending on, like, your morals and how you grew up, you know, like, some people,
how you were
raised, what you seen at home. You know, like, what type of household you was in. And I'm not saying that's going to determine, like, oh, what type of household you lived in is going to determine whether you cheat or not. But those play a part in you growing up. And I feel like it's a lot of insecurities tied to when men cheat. It could be an insecurity thing. Like if the woman is more successful, stuff like that. Like, all of this could be, like, a sign of, oh dang, like, she could leave me for anybody, so let me get back at her before she could do it to me. It's like a power play, like you said, like, it's some type of
Like big ups.
Yeah, like I'm a big up on her before.
Well, that reminds me of something I've been seeing in the news this week with Nia Long and her husband.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember this man's name at the moment.
I can't.
But we all know who Miss Nia Long is.
We do.
She's historically been like everybody. She's on their hit list. Yeah. She's on their top 3. Like she's been fine since the 90s.
Yes.
She's literally been fine since I was born.
For real.
Like,
yeah.
That's crazy.
And still to this day.
It's just beautiful.
But it's sad because like he was a Celtics coach, and he had a scandal with one of his subordinates, I guess you could say.
Like his assistant.
Yeah, his assistant or something. So he supposedly slept with her, and probably I don't know all the full story, but basically he cheated, and now he got Nia Long in the press, and she's never, that's the crazy thing, it's like she's never been put in a bad light, but of course a man is going to embarrass her. Of course. Leave it to a man to embarrass you and make you in the media, like, and it's just so crazy and sad, like, to see, you know, somebody going through that, because they were engaged for a long time. I don't think they were fully married, but that engagement, like, was still significant. And for you to cheat with your assistant, somebody who's playing, like, I heard that she was the one, like, setting up his calendar to even meet with meet with her and, like, dates with her and stuff like that. Like, what, you know?
It's crazy because, like, as a woman, you, like, we sit with each other and have these conversations, like, why? Like, why do guys cheat? And it's like, when you think of women like Nia Long, Beyonce, Halle Berry, just whoever, even Khloe Kardashian, for some people, like, you could have all the riches, all the fame, be so beautiful, be the most desired women in the world, and a man would still cheat on you. Like, that's why, to me, I feel like if the opportunity is presented, honestly, I feel like a man would cheat. Like, so I honestly do.
So what do you feel? You feel like all men are cheaters?
I feel like if the opportunity presents itself, any man will cheat if he feel like he won't get caught.
That's deep. I want to say that I have some faith. I'm gonna just I have some faith in men. But hey, I mean, you never know. Maybe there are some people out there who just felt 100% like, oh, I love this woman. I don't want to, you know, hey, you never know. And coming from me, I'm engaged. I've been in a relationship for a long time.
Yes.
Very long time. We don't have any, hey, I don't know, men are crazy. But
They're
we
not.
don't.
They're not.
Yeah, we've been good for a long time. Stuff in high school, because we've been together since high school. And of course, you know, high school stuff pop up, things happen. And, you know, I feel like that was a time we had our moment of separation. I don't want to get too
deep into it.
Yeah, because it's old news. That was like literally 11, 12 years ago. So that and high school stuff. So that's long gone. At this point in time, we've been good. We've been solid. And that's why I feel like, because I'm not perfect, I'm not even gonna lie. So nobody's perfect.
Because y'all, I know her fiance, and he's a great guy.
Yeah.
So do you think it depends on the person? Like, do you think anybody has it in them to do it? Or do you think, like, naturally it's just what you're brought up on? If you're not brought up on those principles, you're not going to do it.
I think anybody has it in them. I really do, because I feel like you're always, even women, like men and women, you always are gonna,
we're going to get into that.
Yeah, but you're always going to see somebody, or that's like, you know, maybe.
Yeah. And I feel like as human beings, it's natural to be attracted to other people. Even when you're in a relationship, it's not unnormal to look at somebody and be like, that's an attractive person. Like, that don't mean you want to sleep with them or do anything. That's what like kind of separates the line.
Yeah, that's the boundary.
But you see attractive people every day, especially living somewhere like LA where people are very focused on their looks. Like, you're going to run into attractive people on a daily basis. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just up to the person to decide.
To set the boundaries and set what they want. And if they see that they have something good, and if they, but men are crazy and men are dumb. Sorry, not all, but a lot are like that. And it's like even how the guy was with Nia Long, what, Nia Long is one of the most beautiful women
and not only is she beautiful, like, she has a successful career. Yeah. She seems to have a good head on her shoulder. You never see her in a mess. You never just see her just bouncing around from this person to this person. Like, Nia Long is like the ideal woman to me. Yeah. Like, universally, she's just an amazing woman.
I agree.
And look at like Halle Berry, like, she famously got cheated on. Yeah. And like, who doesn't love Halle Berry? Like, she's just freaking beautiful.
Yeah, she is. And I feel like that's the thing. It's a lot of men are just insecure of like seeing a successful woman and seeing how much, success they're bringing, and how they could literally, like, they probably like, oh, they could have anybody, so let me, like I said, get the one up. And
or you know what was crazy?
What?
That a lot of people don't remember. I know they were kind of older than us. Do y'all remember when Jermaine Dupri cheated on Janet Jackson? Jermaine Dupri cheated on Janet Jackson.
Like,
it's fucking crazy. It's almost blasphemous.
It is, and it's
like, it should be against the law.
That should really, he should have got jail time.
He should have got some time for that. He should have went to jail.
Yeah.
Execution chair.
Execution, because what? Jermaine Dupri.
Like, are you out of your mind?
He was. He must have been.
Like,
and that's the thing. I feel like it had to be some insecurities, and seeing that, because Janet Jackson is Janet Jackson.
Are you, like,
what?
You're crazy. You're sick in the head. Like, you need help.
It's like I get where you're coming from. Almond cheek has it in there, because what? Like, who would even agree to cheat on you?
Like, we was already looking at her crazy for getting with you.
Yeah, now
and then you go and embarrass her. A Jackson.
A Jackson.
And then the Janet Jackson.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It is, and it's just, I feel like it all ties into some type of insecurity and some type of ego. Because a lot of people's egos are, too much. And if you're really like feeling some type of way and insecure about and jealousy too, because men could be jealous of their partner.
I think so.
Yeah, so I feel like that could tie into reasons why, just to get back at them for being themselves, even because I don't
being themselves.
Yeah, and I can't say I know somebody's full on, because you never know somebody's full on relationship. You never know what they go through a day to day. If they argue a lot or if anything is like that. But still, the pattern of it all, it just shows it has to be tied to some type of like insecurity,
it's jealousy.
Yeah.
It's giving. Get a career and a job that you love.
Yes.
So you can focus on the better things.
Yeah, and respect, and just get over, dude, respect your partner. And I feel like that's all it has to be, is respect. And if you don't have respect for them, that's when it leads to something like that.
And I, for one, getting on the respect topic, because I am a firm believer that if given the opportunity, a man will cheat.
Yeah.
But I think it's a difference between respectfully cheating and being very much sloppy and not caring.
Yeah.
So, I, for one, I have been cheated on in the past.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I'm sure I was getting cheated on before I realized I was getting cheated on. But it was like a thing where I didn't know. And I hate to sound crazy, it's not right.
Yeah.
But ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of gets in the way when somebody is I found one of my exes on the apps.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And because they knew that I would never be on a dating app.
Wow.
They felt the free range to go on a dating app because they knew I would never be on that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I think it's a fine line between cheating respectfully and being so sloppy that somebody could literally click on you and match on their own boyfriend on an app.
Like, so you made a whole page and then, well,
girl, I'm a detective. Call me Inspector Gadget, Inspector whoever.
Yeah.
When I have we both Cancer, so we be having intuition.
Yeah, I agree.
And when I feel like something's not right, I'm gonna go look. Like, I don't care if it hurts. I'm gonna go find it.
Yeah, because imagine how long that would have went on for without you looking into it and you just like thinking in bliss and then having him embarrass you. He probably trying to go on dates and like whatever, who knows, whatever. Yeah. But that's like once it starts dragging on and then like him because that's him trying to pursue somebody.
Yeah, if you're on a dating app and you're out in the open, like you clearly don't care. It's not respectful at all. Unrespectfully.
So I feel like all in all, for me, my personal look on it is, if you're a cheater, I feel like that's not right. I feel like people could grow out of it and people could change if they really see their like patterns or whatever, but overall, like, I don't know. I just feel like it's just not right.
Yeah, and it's
in any stage anyway.
And it's especially hurtful when you're at a black woman, because you know black women don't cheat. And it's like when
PSA, y'all.
PSA, black women don't cheat.
They don't cheat
at all. So it's just like when you're put in these situations when you're constantly being the like beacon of like everything perfection. No, I'm just kidding. When you're constantly, I have cheated before.
Yeah, hey. We're
gonna be honest with y'all.
We're gonna be honest.
Y'all are cousins, y'all are friends.
Yeah, we're gonna be honest. I mean, so I've been in a relationship for a very long time. Before him, of course, I dated other people, whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I have two before. We ain't perfect.
Yeah.
But, hey, things happen. And I don't know, you can get into your situation and I can get into mine.
Yeah, so. You was there for my situation. That was kind of messy when...
I was there? What?
You was. Like, when I had it was two decisions to be made. Do you remember? We gonna talk about that in a different...
Yeah, off camera. We're gonna get back into it.
Because we can't get too specific.
Yeah, we can't. We can't go into too much details. But
I've definitely had situations where it was in my past where I was younger for sure. Like, I don't think I would be cheating now.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Yes.
I remember.
It's in the past. It's very much in the past. Yeah. But I've had moments where I've cheated. And it really hurt me. Like, I had to tell the truth after a while because it don't sit right with me. Like, if I really care about somebody, like, I don't want to cheat on them.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm a cheater when it comes to you putting me in a crazy situation and I don't know what to do. And I kind of find emotional support in other people. Like, I'm more of an emotional cheater. Yeah. Like, even if I might not even want to ever pursue you in a physical way, but if my partner may not, in the past, if my partner may have not been giving me what I need emotionally or fulfilling me, I might go to the next person and find that fulfillment in other ways.
Yeah, and I think, I want to say, all through speculation and all through just some not too deep research, but seeing the difference in the way men and women cheat is usually with women it's always like kind of like you're trying to fulfill something that's missing in the relationship. Yeah. With men, it could just be an attractive woman winking her eye at you or DMing you about something, and that's the issue. Men more so think on lust and women think on emotion. Yeah,
but that be making it the fucked up part about it, because it's just be like y'all build up so much and like you cheat on something that's so like surface level as far as like looks or just like it'd be crazy to me. Yeah. But they be saying it's just this. Yeah. And they be like, why don't y'all understand it's just this? Yeah. But we be like, how could it just be this? Like,
why would you give up what something that's so important for just
Yeah.
And I feel like with women, it's more like, you weren't doing this for me, and I felt neglected. I felt like this. I felt like this.
Or a lot of times, the guy would be cheating first, multiple times, and a woman would eventually be like, fuck it. Like,
I agree with that too. I feel like it's a different type of reasoning on why cheating. Like, it's, and hey, I'm not saying all. I don't want to say all women, and I don't want to say all men, but it's a general statement, like, of what it's mostly and usually like. It's not, I don't want to say all.
Yeah, but at the same time, it ain't cheating unless you married. How do you think about that? Okay. Or what do you think about that? Is it really cheating if you're not married? Because at the end of the day, if you're not married, when I do my taxes, I check off single.
Hey, that is something, and I feel like, because I'm like here and there with it. I'm not even gonna lie, because I feel like, well, now that I'm engaged, this is serious. At this point, it's serious. Engagement is when it's like, okay,
you're locked in.
We're locked in. This is serious. I'm not thinking on stupid stuff. I'm not, and I'm sure he better be the same way. So it better be like both reciprocated, you know. But it is. So both of us are in a serious point of our lives. We're older now. We're very much more mature than we was when we started out.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie. In the beginning, and when stuff started looking left, it was more of like, I'm not married. I'm gonna live my life. I'm not saying I was out just doing dirt or whatever, but it's like I was still having like the freedom of just living my life, but I had a boyfriend. It was a boyfriend, you know, like, and not saying that I was just willy-nilly, but don't do wife things, and don't be expecting to be, or not expecting to be, but don't expect him to be, you know, like all in. And if it's just like having a girlfriend title, and I feel like having that title just as a girlfriend, it's like, and people start doing like crazy things for people, like, why are you doing that? That man is not like, I don't know.
That's real. No, I really feel like that's real. I feel like as women, like, especially when we're in long-term relationships, I found that in the past, myself falling into that.
Yeah.
When you're so in love, you might just feel like the future is going to hold something certain for you, and you start acting and start doing things that are like considered wifey things, cooking, staying home, stopping things that you want to do for your future to compromise for somebody else. But when it's all said and done, y'all are just dating.
Yeah, literally, it's like still
y'all
dating.
Just dating, and y'all still getting to know each other. Yeah. And for you to stop your goals and your ambition for somebody you're getting to know, it's crazy. Yeah, like, I think it's crazy.
I think so too, and I feel like people need to stop. And I don't want to, you know, judge other people's relationships or even put stigma on other people's relationships, but like, make sure that he's all for you before you're doing everything for him. That basically, like wife status, like I don't know, even like, you know, sometimes you want to cook for somebody, but doing like all like making sure, oh, did you eat? I'll make you some food. I'll bring you some, like just doing too much, like
it's crazy. And why buy the cow when you already got the milk?
Yeah, it's
or
like,
why buy the milk when you already got the cow? I don't know. However it goes, y'all not having the milk or the cow.
Yeah, I feel like when it's like that, like just stop have boundaries. And if you want that too, because some relationships, some people don't want to get married. Not saying that marriage is for everybody or whatever. However your relationship flows, let it flow. But for me personally, I feel like doing all the things and like doing too much and like changing your whole ways and changing your whole like
perspective
for this man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No,
Because you're gonna have to constantly continue to change yourself for the people you date,
and hoping and praying that you get the title of a wife.
When in reality, you should just be able to be you, and that person falls in love with you, and y'all go from there.
Exactly.
Because if somebody really cares about you and the person you are, they're gonna want to protect that. And that's gonna lead to a little less cheating. I'm not gonna say y'all not gonna get cheated because these niggas out here cheating. But it's gonna get a little better for you, sis. Like
yeah, I agree, and I feel like more women need to like focus on yourself, number one, and focus on self-love. That's the one thing. I feel like self-love and self-care is like the number one thing you should focus on before focusing on trying to date somebody and focusing on trying to be in a relationship or whatever, because it's like when you're too much focused on the other person, it's like
you can't develop yourself.
You can't. It's like you're focusing on trying to keep somebody, and that's the thing too about relationships.
You can't keep nobody who don't want to be kept, baby.
And not even that, you can't, and this might be a stigma or whatever, but you can't control, or you can't, this person is not basically like your property.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something that me and my fiance have. Like, we know that we are both individuals, we both like different things, and we both do, we like, and we like the same thing. We like some of the same things, but we like different things too. We like to have time alone. We like to, be individuals. And I feel like that's something that people need to be more mindful of. Like, this part is a person.
Yeah. They have their own desires, their own wants,
and their own
needs.
Previous upbringing, a whole different life before you. So it's like, why not let this person grow into the person they're going to be while you're growing into the person that you want to be, and then, like, however it works out, but let the person be an individual. Don't try to control them, or don't try to force them onto being something that
they're not. Or you can't look at the next person to fill you up. You have to fill yourself up.
Yeah, that's key.
And when you fill yourself up, you're going to find a person that matches you.
Yeah.
That person's not here to fulfill your goals or your love, or your destiny. You're here to fulfill. You only have one life on this earth.
Exactly.
Like, you need to fulfill what you want to do. And the person who sees you accomplishing your dreams, working hard, being the best version, the maximum version of yourself, is just going to naturally gravitate towards that.
Exactly. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with becoming the best version of yourself and focusing on self, and then somebody, like, literally, like, that energy radiates off of somebody. It radiates, and people will see that that self-love and confidence too. Like, having confidence in yourself and loving yourself for who you are, and basically showing like, oh, this is who I'm loving myself. Then people would gravitate towards that. The right people would gravitate towards your energy, because if you're insecure and having these, like,
you not leave yourself open
to people who take advantage of that, because people can sense people's insecurities, and I do believe that for sure. Like, if you're insecure about yourself and don't have the self-love that you really need for yourself,
somebody gonna take advantage of you. These girls who are constantly from this guy to this guy, no judgment, because these guys, like, they'll work your nerves. But if you're constantly finding yourself bouncing from this person to this person, this person to that person, you gotta stop saying what's wrong with them, and maybe look inside and say, like, what's wrong with me? Like, what am I doing to even attract this type of person? This guy who keeps cheating on me, like, am I showing something that I don't have? Am I dependent on this person to fill me up too much? Or am I just going after a certain type of guy? It might not even be something it might be the certain type of guy you're going after.
I totally agree.
Who might not even believe in monogamy or believe in the same things you believe. Like, as I'm getting older, I'm very much learning how to date people who are equally yoked to you. Like, I'm not saying, like, you can't date somebody who's different from you, but you need to be dating somebody who has at least some of the same principles and who want the same things as you. Because if you over here worried about being wifey, and this man over here worried about having the next best girl, or just dating whoever, following whoever is talking to him about what his life should be on the internet, like, y'all are not even on the same page.
Yeah.
So why y'all trying to make a book together? Like, it's crazy.
Girl,
it's crazy.
That is.
So focus on you.
Focus. That's the main thing. Is focus on the person you. Even if you feel like you are not there yet in the self-love or self-confidence, focus on the person you want to be, and try to gravitate towards that instead of gravitating towards you feeling like you need love from another person to be worthy. First things first is to love yourself. That's number one. Love yourself. Man or woman, like literally, like, because men could be taken advantage of too. Some women will see that too, that men are insecure, or like a person is insecure, so they try to like manipulate, take advantage or whatever. But if y'all are both, or if somebody is loving themselves, you're gonna attract other people who love themselves and who can see that you are a confident and radiant person.
And look at you as an asset.
Yeah, and look at you like, okay, she has the same mindset, same goals. She's working on herself. She's beautiful, like inside and out, you know. So I feel like that's all it is. This whole little note is to just love yourself, and you know, then somebody else will.
Yeah, and don't look to others to fill you up. You can be your own person and still find love.
Yeah.
Your love life is not defined by who you date, by what amount of time, and just self-love is the best love.
Yeah.
And that's on period.
I totally agree, because girl, that's number one for me. I make sure that I am, you know, like I don't ever want to feel like that, like insecure, or feel like I'm not worthy, because I made sure like for me personally, I never really had an issue with that, of like too much like insecurities or stuff, like minor things, but it's more of like I know who I am, and I know what I want, and I know like what I can accomplish. So I just have like, I feel like I'm more on the confident side of myself, and I believe in myself. I love myself.
As you should.
Yeah, so I feel like, and of course not everybody's perfect, and of course there's more things you could grow into.
Yeah, we all have our moments.
Yeah, but overall, make sure you're number one in your life, no matter what.
You gotta love yourself like Kanye loves Kanye.
Yes, love you like Kanye loves Kanye.
Yes, and I think that's a perfect segue to our wellness segment this week.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about getting regular checkups, whether that be at the doctor, whether that be STDs. We are talking about relationships.
Yeah.
And I, from one, am a firm believer, like, you're a little bit different. Like, you've been with your partner for 10 plus years, y'all engaged now, about to be married. But I feel like we should all be getting regularly tested for STDs. And even if you're in a relationship, we're all out here talking about cheating. You can't really depend on somebody. If you have an idea they're cheating, you should still be going to get to the doctor and getting checked out at least every 6 months or whatever. And like, I feel like everybody should be going to get checked out at least once a year. Okay,
I agree on that. Being that we've been into, like you mentioned, we've been in a relationship for very long, so I'm not really like, I ain't like, oh, I gotta go to get checked, because we're basically with each other. And I do have trust in him, of course, but you never know. Yeah. So I do feel like it is very important to have regular checkups as well. And especially if you're single too. Like, that's the one thing that kind of is like a scary topic of being single, is that like, you never know. Because I feel like before you start getting into that with somebody, it has to be known if they are what their testing is, because nowadays.
But people don't even talk about it. Like, as somebody who's like actively dating, like, people don't talk about it. Like, they don't ask about it. Like, I make sure I'm clean. Like, I got that good health insurance. So I'm good. But not everybody has that, and not everybody even focused or worried about all that.
And that's the issue, because even I've seen online that it's like on a rise, like the amount of STDs in the US or something is like
higher.
And it's crazy because you see all these people posting of like sneaky links and I don't want to use a condom. I just want, like who uses a condom is better feeling for not using condoms.
That's
whatever. Yeah, it's crazy. And it's like y'all are subjecting your bodies to so much unwanted pregnancy.
We just talked about loving yourself.
Yeah, and that is a form of loving yourself. Just making sure that you're protected. Like I feel like having these regularly checkups, especially like in a single stage, and making sure the other person is protected and make sure they're clean, because you never know. Like these people could just be lying to your face.
These niggas are dirty. I'm gonna be real with y'all. They dirty. They out here. They doing whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's sneaky link central.
Yeah.
Nobody got health insurance. They dirty. They dirty.
Nobody got health insurance.
If you don't care about yourself, you're not gonna care about the next person.
Yeah.
And if you're not out here getting checked regularly yourself, you're not worried about the next person.
No, they don't care.
Men will look at you and be like, she look clean. I'm sure she don't got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not acceptable. Unacceptable. Excuse me, chair. Because no.
Everybody needs to. That's a form of loving yourself. PSA. Getting checked up is a form of loving yourself when you are single. Make sure you are checking up on yourself, checking up on your health, and making sure that you're not passing around.
Because sometimes people don't even have symptoms.
Yeah.
And will have something and will never know. And you out here spreading the wealth. And you're really spreading whatever.
Yeah.
So it's not, sometimes it can be embarrassing, especially like if you do turn out to be positive for something.
Yeah.
But it's 2022. Most things are curable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just take care of your business. And if you want to be out here, just be safe. Like, y'all want to live to see another day, to tell another story, to make another sneaky link. So
so
y'all gotta
make
do what
sure
y'all gotta
safe. And it's so crazy because I see so many young women on like TikTok and stuff talking about how they are got herpes from even their first experience. I seen like stuff like that, like what, it's sad because you putting your trust into somebody at a young age and end up with a disease that's basically uncurable. It goes away, supposedly goes away sometimes, but
you get
it's
flare-ups or outbursts, whatever.
And it's like now this young girl is messed up, or has
to experience something that she would never have to have experienced if you would have just been, if everybody in the situation would have been a little smarter about their sexual activity, because we all adults here, you know, and it's very much different when it's an adult and a child. But if we're all adults, we should all be holding each other responsible. It's horrible when somebody gives you something, but it's up to you to love yourself and make sure you're getting tested as well. Because you can't trust nobody to take care of you.
Nope.
Period.
You gotta be the one to take care of yourself. Yeah. That's number one. Take care of yourself. Always. So that
put you first.
Yeah.
I gotta put me first. Word to cookie.
Word to cookie. Put yourself first. Number one is you. Yeah. So take care of yourself. Love yourself. And be smart. Try to be as smart as you can. And excuse me. But
so, as we segue away from that topic, we're going to get into our next segment. And that's going to be the Black Business of the Week.
Yes. I love this part because I love Black businesses and I love seeing successful Black businesses and just helping each other grow, because we are basically literally all we got. Like us as Black people need to uplift each other and need to support each other, and I'm a firm believer of that. And I love Black businesses, and I love seeing people just
thrive.
Yes,
I love it.
Yeah.
I really do.
So what's your? And also we're gonna do 2 Black businesses of the week.
Why not? We're gonna do 2 of them.
Yeah, why not? We're supporting our people. So she has one and I have one. So what is your Black business of the week?
My Black business of the week this week is gonna be my friend's brand. It's called Porn. I know. We've been talking. We've been getting into it today about the sexual things and things. So yes, his brand is called Porn. He has some amazing pieces. Yeah. You can find his stuff at Taylor Swift's Black Boyfriend on Instagram. I'm gonna say it again. That's Taylor Swift's Black Boyfriend. And he also has a site called Porn Hoodies. It's really like every time I wear his hoodies, like it's going for sure start a conversation. Yeah, the title alone.
Yes,
like I have this amazing hoodie. It says Jesus loves porn stars, and to me, it's very much on brand. It's very much true. Jesus loves all his children, even the ones who bust it open from here and there. And we need them to make the world go round and round and round. So yes, I want to shout out my friend's brand. Yeah. He's going to drop this fall. He has a new collection coming up. Okay. And again, you can find him on Instagram at Taylor Swift's Black Boyfriend or on his website, Porn Hoodies. So,
nice. Yes. So, my Black business of the week is Yak Productions. And that is... and that is I'm gonna plug in my little brother because he is so good at what he does. He does film, photography, and different setups, and he does weddings, all that. He's just a photographer, and he basically is super good at what he does.
Yeah, like, I've even shot with him before. Yeah. Like his pieces are amazing.
It's really good.
And a lot of times people who do videography are not really the best photographers. Yeah. But he has the best of both worlds. He does. And I just really love it. Like, yeah,
I do too. And I feel like his whole setup, he's very organized. He's just like, he's where I want to be in life.
Yeah. What's his Instagram?
His Instagram is Yak Productions on Instagram. And he has a website as well called yakproductions.com. So check him out if y'all need a booking for any photo shoots. I know living in LA, a lot of y'all want y'all pictures out there, y'all Instagrams to be popping, and he for sure will get you there. That's for sure. So make sure y'all check him out. Yak Production, and it's YAK Productions.com.
Okay, so we're going to get into the last topic before we go, and that's the music corner. Yes. What have you been listening to this week?
So I've been listening to a lot of Ari Lennox. I listened to her new album, and it's so good.
It's amazing.
I love it so much, and I just love her in general. Like, she is just such a good artist to me, and her music is just so real and just so like relatable, and I just feel like I love her so much. And another person of course, Frank Ocean. Yeah. I feel like, excuse me, no matter what, like,
you're always gonna be listening to Frank.
I'm always take it back to Frank because I just love his album, and I usually will go to his radio though. So it'll filter out some of his albums. It'll filter out some Steve Lacy, some Tyler,
like similar artists.
Yeah, similar artists like Tyler Creator, and I love it so much. So all of those artists, like, I love the type of like
vibe.
The vibey type of grungy. Yeah, like, I love it.
Like
I love that type
emotional. A little emotions to it.
Yeah. So those are. I haven't been listening to anything new besides the Ari Lennox new album, but other than that, I've just been keeping it old school, keeping it with the what I like, and that's like Frank Ocean.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I've also been listening to the Ari Lennox album. It's 5 out of 5. Yeah. You can definitely tell she took her time with it. Like, her voice is literally like butter. Like, it is so smooth on the track.
Yeah, and even live, like, she just like, it's just perfect. Beautiful. Yeah.
And besides that, I've been getting a little rowdy, a little,
let's get into it.
I've been listening to Ice Spice. Hey, I really like her. She told y'all niggas y'all are munches. Like, it's really a vibe. Like, I like her song Munch, and I like No Clarity. She got this part where she say, "We both from the Bronx, so I know that you're dirty." Like, I'm like, girl, I like that you know the kind of guys you messing with and you accept it. Like, so I definitely feel like she's a good look for New York. I'm not usually a fan of New York rap, but I really like hers. Okay. And she makes me want to listen to drill music. Yeah. Like, 'cause I really don't care for it like that, but
and I love her look. I love her curly. And I feel like it's a lot of stigma. Like, people, of course, are gonna be the haters that they are.
Yeah.
And people talk down on her and say all these type of crazy things and stuff. But, like, let the girl live. She is beautiful and she has a style to her. And
she popping. Like, let her be young and popping. Like, let people be popping and young and enjoy their time when they got it.
Yeah, I even seen this lady talking about, oh, her body is, you know, she gonna be fat when she get older. Girl, what? Why? What?
It's giving press.
It's giving very much.
It's giving mad.
It's giving very much press and mad. It's giving jealousy, because I feel like that's the root of everything. Like, girl, what? She gonna be fat? Even if so, who cares? Why are you talking about her future, or even talking about her?
She doesn't know you exist,
girl.
And you over here making forecasts about her future.
Yeah, so
it's giving
weird.
Very much mental health. It's giving seek help. It's giving are you fucking for real?
Yeah, literally. Like, let this girl live and let her get her bag and let her, you know, get her moment.
She got Drake in her DMs. Y'all mad or what?
Y'all mad.
Y'all mad or what? She's about to be my DMs next. And I'm happy for her. Just pass it over here when you're done.
For real. I feel it.
So, I guess this wraps up our podcast for this week.
Yes.
I want you guys to give us a rating. Hopefully it's 5 stars. Share the podcast with a friend. We are so happy that you guys are continuing to tune in.
Yes.
And we're going to continue to bring the heat. And yes, listen. Every Wednesday, listen, like, subscribe, share with a friend, share with your mom and your auntie, share with everybody.
Share with everybody. Everybody needs to know how to love themselves. Everybody needs to know everything that we talked about, really. So
yes, and if y'all found any of the topics we talked about today interesting, comment down below.
Yes,
leave your feedback.
Yeah, because
family.
Exactly. I was just about to say, we are a community. We want to build together. We want to grow together, and we want you guys' opinion on, you know, any of the topics we talked about. Give what you feel about it. Tell us your stories. We'll love to hear it, and just let us know. You know, we're a community. We are a community of women and men, whoever feels comfortable with, you know,
we're open to all.
We're open to all. Safe space for everybody.
And we can't wait to hear back from y'all. Yeah. And we'll be back next week.
We will be back next week for you guys.
So tune in.
And I hope you guys enjoy.
Bye.